De doobie de boobie de boop. De boobie de boobie de boop. De boobie de boobie de boop. De boobie de. Oh, I was in choose your starter mode. I flicked that viewer. I flicked the guy around fast on this. Howdy, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're having a good evening, and if you're not, fucking fix it. Because we're live. We're having a good time. Let me turn the brightness up so I'm not blending in with my background here. So you guys can see me. Because that's what you guys are here. Is to see all of this. I know. I'm an accommodating type of guy, you know? Did I not open my chat? There we go. Now I open my chat so I can see you guys. There you go. I'm just screaming into the void here. Hello, Brums. Hello, Firewind. Hello to my wife, who I saw not too long ago. Howdy, y'all. Hope you're having a great evening. And if you're not, like I said, fix it. We're here. We're here. Yeah, quick live. I was running late, and I do feel bad about taking yesterday off. Like, I put in a ton of work behind the scenes on Wednesday, only to, like, not do anything yesterday, so I felt like shit about that. So I was like, let's go live quick. Like, maybe we make up the lost time, you know, for yesterday tonight. See what happens, see how the vibes are. See how the shinies are, you know. I wanna see how that's doing. Obviously. You know, if it's a good shiny night, then we keep it rolling, but if not, then, you know, we keep it a buck and, you know, do our own things. I got some Draft League videos that I have once again been sitting on for an extended period that I need to get up. All the files are done. I just need to actually put them together into a watchable, renderable format for the grand populace to observe and to watch. And I think I made the stream live on YouTube. I did. Yeah, we're public. Okay. I did. I nerd out about the amount of behind the scenes work I did the other day, and I don't think anybody else will. Just know my spreadsheet game is spreadsheety. That's a red carp. That's a red carp. Doing my best not giving one of my athletes the nickname Scratch. Oh my god. Little short, stocky fella. Let me at him. Let me at him. Oh, wives guy, eh? Short kings are so funny because they're always so hostile. Like, you can find some peaceful ones, like the hobbits. They're great, but then you meet the why I oughta. Why I oughta. There's a kid like that I went to high school with. Hope he's doing well. He's a nice guy. Really short, though. Really short. But in fairness, I'd crack the short jokes. He'd crack the fat jokes. So him and I had some, like, good, what's the word I'm looking for here? Good, you know, banter back and forth. We had a mutual understanding. But anybody else did it, he'd be like, "Oh, fuck you." He'd get so mad. He'd be furious. But it was also one of those friendships where, like, if we crossed the line, like, we could tell each other, like, "Oh, I crossed the line. I didn't mean to. Oh, I forgot we're doing... Oh, look at me forgetting. We did a new route. I forgot we got the Gyarados, so we're doing the Heights camp now. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud." Well, it's okay. We'll do this one. Oh, okay. Okay, short queen. Yeah, I mean, yeah, same bit. There's a, like a, you know, there's a dynamic at play there you don't want to feed into. I'd recommend just avoiding it and not. Because it's one thing if it's like, you know, yeah, you already know. I don't got to spell that one out for you. You're a grown man. You understand that. Like, I'm good. I'm good. You know who I don't want to get a call from? HR. Respectable. Yeah, I forgot we were already back doing another route after we got the Gyarados, so this will be our only fields run just to kind of get the muscle memory going. With the controls, you take one day off and you need the muscle memory for it. That's just what happens. That's how it goes. You know? I'm looking into it. There you go. I respect it. All right. Let us return to the village. And we'll do our thing. All right. Heights Camp. There we go. Now we mean business tonight. Oh, also, whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, exclamation point alpha, I did update the public tracker with all of our extra shinies as well. I did manage to get that going. It's not as automated as I'd like it to be, which is, you know, is what it is, but I at least got them there. So that way people can see, like, you know, what is going on. And what we have done, because I was only tracking the privates on my end. And tracking the privates. I was only tracking the extra shinies on my end on the private dock. Because you guys don't know, I have my own tracker. And when I update that, that has more information. When I update that, that pulls over into your tracker. See? Oh! Oh, I mean, it's a Stantler. It's not what I... It's not the big one, but like... No, no, no. Oh, you're feisty, you're feisty, you're feisty. I thought you were not feisty. Oh. Okay, but you're not irritated. It's funny they run away like an actual deer. I got a like a little higher. Hello. There we go. Christmas crackers. Hooray! Okay. All right. You know what I don't want to do, Zubat, is deal with you right now, okay? That's what I'm not trying to deal with. Brums, did you see what I tagged you in on Twitter? Someone just resubscribed. Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing the clip. There we go. I am not trying to feature that one. Oh, it was just Hanny. It was Han. Hi, Han. Thanks for. I brought the shiny luck. Okay, well, if you brought the shiny luck, then you're fine here. You're good. You're good to go. Hanny, thank you for the 68 months. Welcome back. What's the full setup look like? It's so awkward. So like the end goal will be to let me make this, let me pull this up on my stream deck really quickly because I need to fix this too. This could be much easier. Multi-action, Twitch, create clip, delay. Is there that's a stream deck. Delay, open last clip. Okay, delay, yeah. 5 seconds. Yeah. 2 seconds. Okay. What it is The end goal will be to have a bring my walking pad down here. That'll be the end goal. And it is my phone plugged into a capture card, plugged into my computer, and it has to stay in my pocket in order to track the steps. So as long as I'm not doing like any like high intensity interval training or anything like that, like I should be okay. But that's the setup right now in order to get that to track. Because I started like workouts on my watch and I tried to do it. I like started the workout on my phone and tried to see if my watch would update it. It needs to be, I'm going to miss goal that on this because I didn't start a fresh daytime cycle. Can I get the old school I mean, I can put like my phone in my pocket. The bad part about it, I'm going to miss goal that on this run. The bad part about it is just like I have to have like a whole ass HDMI cord connected to me while I walk, which isn't the end of the world. Like I said, I just can't do like any like it is going to be while walking on the stream is what it is. And that's what I was telling Liz was like, as long as I'm just walking, like it's not going to be anything bad for like the phone. I've got the lightning to HDMI adapter on my, to plug the HDMI cable into my phone. So in theory, it should all work. It's just bringing now the walking pad down here so I can do all that. Yeah, a little clunky, but like, you know, if I could do like a, like the armband type of thing would be fine. Or like if I had like a leg, like an armband that I could put around my leg to like do that, that'd be okay. It's just the whole fact of like my phone's already heavy in my pocket in a pair of gym shorts. That now we're just gonna add on an adapter and an HDMI cable into it as well. It just feels a little awkward. But it only took like, I don't know, 40 minutes to get to that end result and get it set up on the stream. So I'm excited. I've got it set up on all my scenes, so that way no matter if we're doing like VGC, if we're doing shiny hunting, haven't decided on a new Nuzlocke. I'm thinking February might be a new Nuzlocke. Unless anything takes off with the channel to where I can like start to afford VGC events again and we just like keep doing VGC and shiny hunting, then I'm thinking about grabbing a new Nuzlocke for starting in February. We'll see how that goes. I got to get all that. That one's more meticulous on the back end because I like build the whole layout in, and boring behind the scenes work that I will spare you all the trouble of hearing right now. Zammer, there you are. Okay. I'm wondering if on this flight, if I can like if it would make more sense to check Snorlax first than end at Zam. Because I think we were sitting around like 4:15 for this run. But if I like check Snorlax first and then circle around, I wonder if that would be like any sort of time saver. And Tyler used to do full Tyler used to do full treadmill streams, but he didn't like have his stats displayed on stream or anything like that. He might have. So like the only other way to do that is incredibly manual. So if I'm like, if I have my treadmill up in front of me and I can see like my speed, my distance and all that, it would be the exact same setup as I have for like shiny hunting encounters, where like I increase the button and then it reads to like 3.5 or whatever. And I like, you know, update how many miles walked by 0.1 every time that I do it. So there's other ways to go about it. I wanted it to just be a little bit more automated, personally. Let's go put old Stantler in the box here. But yeah, he used to do his treadmill Tuesdays or whatever. Shiny alphas. Here we are. All right. There we are. Oh, so yeah, so let me get my stopwatch here, and I should. Oh, that's right. I don't have I unplugged the cable to charge my phone. And I forgot that I don't have USB-C on this. I still have like the older, quote, older iPhone for this. Let me turn this off, get my stopwatch here. Because we'll track that if I do Snorlax first. And again, see if we get anything cool. All right. Yeah, and I think the big thing here is just doing a full rest until nightfall, just so I don't miss Golbat on the roll. What's up, Haas? Feeling the shiny Scyther today. Hell yeah. I would love to keep the train going. All right, and start. Let's go check. Yeah, because I can go right to Snorlax from here, which might save time depending on how low I need to be in order for it to spawn in. So like if I do that, might be a moot point at the end of the day. Moot point, however you want to call that. But that'll save the run. Like as soon as we see Alakazam, that'll just be it right there, you know? So we'll see. As optimized as we can make it, you know? Haas, I don't know if you saw, maybe you did. I haven't been on Discord in like a day or two. Tommy Tuesdays are pretty much no longer a thing. I was kind of sad about that. I got in late. I didn't get to enjoy the last 2 years of it, you know? Well, I guess, and for the rest of chat, if you guys don't see those types of interactions on your Twitter. You know. I mean, it's daunting. It's a, I know they were too popular to just fall off, but I mean, it's a large ask. I mean, I could do them. But that's just a lot. And no offense. I don't mean this in any sort of way. That's a lot of time to do something for free. You know, like just saying. That is, I don't know if there was, because I know every now and then like the Tommy Tuesdays would do like the money invitationals. But like if you won Tommy Tuesday, you could get in the Nino Pokebros thing. Guy who did Fight Club, was talent stepping down? I don't know. I could have. Where did they go? So Tommy Hayden, who did the Tommy Tuesdays, ran them for like 2 years or so, and kind of was letting his mods well, not his mods, but like the tournament moderators like host him from time to time, like if he wasn't going to be around to do it. So he ended up just kind of like saying, all right, this is the last one of the year. Yeah, you have to like, yeah, I don't love VGC like that. I love VGC. I do not love the VGC community like that. Sorry. What's up, Andy? How you doing, buddy? You know, CBAD brawls on Tuesdays would be cool, but I would absolutely do like $1 buy-in or something and need to take a cut to justify it. And I know that sounds shitty, but like, I could not, you know, it's a thankless job. It's a thankless job. Really, at the end of the day, you know, I sent him my thanks because he did not make a wider post about it that I'm aware of. But it was just not, you know, you know, it was a great service, but it was an unpaid service. You know, he ran over 100 of those. Yeah, every week for 2 years, 100 plus tours he ran. Checking Snorlax first might be the play, actually. We're sub 4 minutes right now, checking Infernape going to Zam. So we might even shave off another 15 seconds doing that way by hitting Snorlax first. Because this is looking like to be about a 4-minute run. Yep, 4 minutes. All right. Oh, I'm being targeted somewhere. It would help if I didn't do that. So so I got to be a little bit more stealthy. Little more stealthy. There we go. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, and that's the same thing too. So like the time that's committed to like running the tournament is, you know, I think that's why like assumingly, this is pure assumption for anybody like listening and you know, looking to take things out of context. Is you know, that's me assuming why Talon doesn't do best of threes until Top Cut is the time. That's 4, 5 plus 6 hours of your week, you know, gone. Like that. Could I sleep again to resets? They are constant until I go back to Jubilee. Yep. I have to reset those. There is a way to soft reset for a specific alpha. But like I was telling chat the other day, I'm getting, what is it? There's 19, there's 21 here. No, there's 19 here, I believe. And I have 4 done already. So I'm getting 15 encounters per run. In about 4 minutes, as opposed to like just a pure soft reset for 1, which I could probably get about 5 or 6, maybe like 4 in like a minute, maybe, depending on how long it takes for the game to load. But I'm getting a diversity of encounters as well here on that. Yeah, so if you have, so the method is if you have the massive mass outbreaks and they spawn in an area where an alpha normally would spawn, so like Golbat on this map is a good example. Alakazam is a good example. Parasect maybe. Floatzel over here is a good example because there's usually an outbreak over here on like the river. If you clear that massive mass outbreak and once it goes away, like once you finish it and then you save it as soon as you finish it and the alpha spawns in. If it is not shiny, you can go over it again and restart, and because it didn't technically spawn in when you saved, it will respawn in right there. And like you technically could do that with every other alpha that has a massive mass outbreak all at once, like clear them and then like check and whatnot. But it's not as, you know, it doesn't work for every single one. Like Rapidash will only spawn in sunny weather specifically. And there's no outbreaks that would occur over that. So like very hard to complete. Heracross, another good example. Nothing blocks its spawn. So I can't soft reset for that one. Graveler over here. Blissey, like. So to me, this feels kind of like the more optimum. If there was one that I was single targeting, so say we get through the whole list, right? And like Golbat is the last one. Or like we get down to like just 2 of them. And one of those massive masses are for one of those alphas. You know, that's a good way to single it out. But when we still have so many to do, I prefer the rootin' and tootin' around the map, quite honestly. It's fun. I think it's a little less monotonous than, you know, I have the mapping down to like a science right now. But I still think it's more fun than, you know, doing like soft resets over and over again. Like when I wish I would have known that when I was doing, when I actually went for Steelix. That was one that I purposely hunted back in the day. I wish I would have known that because Steelix gets blocked by massive mass outbreaks. That would have been a perfect one. That would have been a perfect one to soft reset for, you know? And I think there's more that are impacted on other maps. I think Coronet is like a great one for that. Just given like the amount of different spawns and areas across the map there are. Obsidian Fieldlands is obviously the very first area, feels very, you know, intro level to an extent. But I'll never forget playing this game and be like, oh my god, there's still more of this map in this one land, and you mean to tell me there's 5 more areas? Like, bruh. I was shook. I was shook. I still think this game gets like a lot of undeserved like hate from certain aspects of the community. Like, I get it if you're like a mono con player or a mono VGC player. Like, this game did nothing for you. You know, you had nothing to do with this game. You didn't want it. Oh, bye. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not faster because I get knocked down by the Alakazam as soon as it sees me. What do you mean I'm being targeted? Oh, I am being targeted. Damn it. I thought I just ran away from it. Gosh darn it. What was I saying? You know, like, I get it, but like for a Pokemon game, like this is revolutionary. Absolutely revolutionary in my opinion. It's just so fun. So fun, you know? All right. Oh, nope. Reset the daytime. I ain't trying to do all that. Yep, hopefully. How many, when is Pokemon Day? How many days until February 27th? Yeah, only 55 days till Pokemon Day, chat. Hoping that we're going to see some, you know, some news on it. It'll have been a year to the date. Rums, thank you for gifting that sub to Firewind. I appreciate that. What's up, my guy? How are you? You having a good evening? There we go. Just grinding? Hell yeah. Get the bag. Get the bag. Chat, I think I might have to start playing Marvel Rivals. I think I have to break the grip that Black Ops 6 has on me and start playing Marvel Rivals as my off-stream game. It's so fun playing a multiplayer game as my off-stream game because I can just put 30 minutes or so in at a time. Like, could I play it all night? For sure. Could I also just play it for 30 minutes? Absolutely. That's why it's hard to, like, pick up a story-based game. Like, if I were to play through, I don't know, any of the critically acclaimed games that have come out in the last 5 years. Like, it's just hard. Have I tried the Squid Game modes? I did try Red Light, Green Light. I need to watch Squid Game 2. That's another thing. I need to watch Season 2 pretty badly. Really enjoyed Season 1. Season 1 was, like, monumental in my opinion. I thought it was so good. Need to watch that. Need to catch up on Daima. It's hard to do all these things that I need free time for. That's kind of why I enjoyed doing the Nuzlocke videos. Was because, like, while I was playing games, I could, like, toss on, like, I remember watching, like, anime films off to the side while I was, like, playing a Nuzlocke, you know? I have played enough of those games to know what I am doing, really, without technically watching it too much. But, like, I can't play, like, The Last of Us Part 2 with, you know, Dragon Ball Daima up on the side and try to piece together what's going on, especially because Daima's, like, only sub, which is the preferred way to watch anime. Add some more hours. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Haas. I appreciate that. Good looking out, bud. Good looking out. And, like, I do try to schedule off, like, sometime either in the week or in the weekend to, like, make sure that I can hang out with my wife, too. But then we have to figure out, like, what are we going to watch together? Like, what is our, you know, does she want to watch what I want to watch? Like, is she going to watch Squid Game sub? Do I have to watch, like, Squid Game dubbed? Like, you know? She does not watch Daima. I need to watch Daima. We did just I got to rewatch Dune. She just got to watch Dune for the first time, so we're probably gonna try to watch the part 2 of that soon. Prestige 10. Oh, you got the mod 4? I got the mod 4, I think, on Wednesday. Huge. Love it. Best gun in the game. Very hard for me to pick up anything else. I do like the SOG. I did not realize that they, like, put out a new SMG. I don't know how I got it. But the SOG is fire. Big fan. Those are probably my 2 favorite guns right now. Maybe if I get a little higher up. And, like, immediately as I see it spawn in. Oh, yes, it worked. Forbidden West DLC is on sale. You know what? You know what? I'm 90% confident that I did. Both Battle Pass free tier weapons. I did not purchase the Battle Pass. I was really hoping I could get the Battle Pass through the free Battle Pass points. Because mine's almost done. But I have 850. Because, like, that's a ton of, like, stuff for free. Free if I could have gotten it. But I'm really trying not to spend money on that type of stuff. So I'll probably get next seasons through, like, the free COD points or whatever. What was I going to? PlayStation.com. Being dad, that dude, honestly, being a dad also does that for you. I was telling Liz, so we got a long story short, we were messing with the we were messing with our entertainment center because I had to hardwire in our soundbar with a with an optic cable, and I wanted to run that through the back of the wall so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't there. You've sent me the money for it before. I am 90% confident you have. I feel like I got this. Where's my account settings? Where do I find this? Because I don't think I would have been like, thanks for the money, I'm going to do something else. Transaction history. I'll go to another page, yes. I am fairly confident. Like, and if I did, then I'm a piece of shit. Do not do that for me. Oh, product purchase. Okay, hold on. Scroll. I did. Okay, I did. There's nothing. I mean, yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah, no, you did send it over. I'm going to send it to you as proof right now, even though you don't need proof. Because even I was like, I swear to God, I would have done that. So take your fucking proof on Discord. There you go. That reminds me. I need to mail you a sticker. Hold on. Is there any other paper things that I owe you? And sticker. Sitting on my bookshelf behind me. Yep, you did do it for both of us. Oh, can I change my name on here? Because it still says, like, my tag is, like, Crimson CBAD. Can I change this? Hold on. First change is free. Continue. I've been playing as Crimson CBAD since 5/14/2016. What the hell? Haas was like 3 then. Who wants Jay's credit card number? Too bad my credit card number's not in that screenshot. I don't even know what to do. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna waste effort and time on this. I literally have not turned on my PS5 since Dragon Ball. And then before that was whatever game I played before that. Haas, were you literally? No, you weren't. You were not 3. You were not 3 then. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's 0 chance. I had to catch myself for a minute. I was like, there's no way. Poor man's chocolate-covered pretzels, a Christmas Hershey's Kiss, and a handful of pretzel goldfish. Wouldn't you rather do it the other way around, though? The fear in my voice. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was like, no. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want it to be true, but I don't know. November of 2001. Younger than my brother. Terrifying. Oh, one? Where's the clip? Where's the hold on. You got a 0 in your age, my boy. Hold on. No, oh my God, no, hold on. How do I full screen this? There we go. Okay, hold on. I'm doing this to you. Right now. I think this is the right one. Let me play this first, muted. This is for you, Haas. Okay, this is the right one. No, okay. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want my camera to be here anyways. I'm not fixing it just for this, by the way. I'm not. It's for you, Haas.
Hey, what year were you born in, bro?
I was born in 2000.
And? What? There's more? What do you mean? My boy, you still going?
You still going?
Well, that's a
compound sentence. That's a compound sentence. My boy, you still going? You got a compound sentence for an age, my boy. I love that shit. I love that shit so much. Oh my God. My boy, you still going? I gotta reset the night now that I didn't pause. Oh. Yeah, you still going? Oh God, yeah, that's an all-timer for me. I remember seeing that for the first time and I was just in tears, and I'm glad it's applicable. Oh, all right. That's the same effect of like when you no longer had to check for a 9, like, oh no, your age started with a 1. Like, I didn't have to look at the full date on your license. I just had to see that you were born in a year that started with a 1. Like, I don't need to card you. And I was like, Haas literally not having been alive for 9. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. I gotta remember what year Richie was born, because Richie's a youngin' too. I know Richie's around that type of young man's bracket. Haas is like, I heard about 9/11 in the history books. I'm old. We watched a video on that when the substitute teacher was in. It was on DVD. Did have a heartbeat. He had America's heartbeat right there. My bones. My bones. My bones. Man, we should try to find American Dad clips that are actually funny, because I feel like those try not to laugh videos were not it. The bones bit is top tier to me. Oh my God, Chad. So anytime that I play, so when I'm streaming on YouTube, if I play any of John's music, whether it's like the Sea Shanty, the Helldivers album, whatever it is, I will get a copyright notice afterwards that the stream can't be monetized for ads, which is fine. I mean, I do not, you know, whatever coins I make off the ads on a live stream is besides the point. But So normally I get an email and it's like, hey, we can't copyright this stream due to the following reasons, and it'll take a list of the songs that I played and why I can't, you know, if I want to dispute it, if I want to edit it out, and I'm like, whatever. Like, if I get ad music, like, let it go to John. Like, I don't care. The first song on the New Year's Eve stream playlist that got copywritten was Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, because we watched that fucking clip from American Dad of Stan throwing it back. I was so thrown back. I was like, how did, like, Lil Jon? I was like, oh my God. I was like, it was that clip. God damn it. That's what did me in. That'll do it. That'll do it for you. So, but again, it wasn't a strike or anything. It was just, you know, hey, the music holders are getting ad revenue for any ads that played from this time to this time. Like, okay, man. If I ran mid-rolls during this time, like, or YouTube puts mid-rolls during this time, it's going to these guys. That's another reason why if I play, like, quote-unquote safe music on stream, I try to keep it to one artist. That way, if I do get hit, if there was any ad revenue to be made on there, it all goes to the same artist. So it's not like, hey, Glitch X City and Jonathan Young, you guys got 12 cents split between the two of you from this CBAD guy. Like, great. Like, 6 cents, thank you. Like, you know. That's another reason I'm not trying to mess around with that. And I don't play the big stuff because I'm not trying to get hit with a ye old copyright strike. That's the last thing I need. That is the last thing I need. At least the money went to your close personal friend. Stop. Stop. What's up, Hunter? How you doing, bud? Make sure I'm drinking my water. I'm back on my water game, chat. I don't know how much one of these are. I want to say a liter, but that feels a little big. But I have like 3 or 4 of those a day. It's been good. Oh, no. My plugin has ads now in OBS? What is this? Ugh. That's heresy. Ugh. I need to go use the Stream Elements one. Ugh. Oh well. There's ads and everything. I should actually turn off ads this month on Twitch because I gotta be honest, I feel like the viewer disruption for the pennies that I get. I mean, they're gonna have pre-roll ads on either way. Like, they literally force pre-roll ads on, so might as well just run the mid-rolls so no pre's happen. "2019 World stuff together." That's an interesting meta for a locals to run. 2019. That was Sword and Shield? Concept of time is a myth? That was Sword and Shield, yes. I mean, you can just look up, like, 2019 Worlds team and try to, you know, do a little bit with that. I feel like that'd be pretty low entry bar. Panny, did you sign up for Wolf's Patreon yet? 2019 was Sun and Moon? They came out in November, so 29... that would have been the 2020 season. You're right. You're right. I'm a fraud. Hanny, go sign up for Wolf's Patreon right now or I'm banning you from streaming from the VGC bed server. Oh, TCG. Oh. I forgot you're a TCG player. Never mind. Don't mind me. Do not mind me literally whatsoever. Don't pay attention to me. In fact, let's start over. Can you leave and come back and we try that again? That's a big weasel down there. We're getting this handling down on point right now. No sword equals no power. Yeah, I'm gonna go sign Hanny up for Wolf's Patreon right now. At the highest tier. And then just make her pay me back with interest. Low key, no plug, no sponsorship, no pay to play, no pay to play. I think Wolf's Patreon is some of the best VGC information around. Truthfully, I think it is so good. It is so good. I wish he uploaded more for that. I do. 28. Listen, don't snipe my credit card interest rates like that, bud. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was at the bank today talking with them about like some debt consolidation options. And they're like, yeah, like, you know, we have our high yield savings account that starts at like a $25,000 balance. And I'm like, you start that. You stop there. I don't even want to know what the interest rate is. You can take that and you can take that elsewhere. She's like, okay, well then we have a regular one that's at like a 3.8% interest or whatnot. And I'm like, okay. I was like, how about like personal loans? Like how much, you know, for like a personal loan for, you know, just whatever, debt consolidation, whatever I need it for. Like, yeah, they start around like 25. I'm like, I'm already dealing with like a 28% APR on the credit cards. Like, yes, you're saving me money, but like how much in the grand scheme of things of then having the raw power of a personal loan on top of credit cards. Like we're not doing me any favors at 25 versus 28. Lower than yours, my boy. What are you paying on right now? Did I forget to tweet that I'm live? Probably. People just have notifications on at this point, you know? You know, it's like, to me, it almost starts to feel like back in the day where people used to upload videos to YouTube saying that they were live. If you are young like Haas and you didn't know that, back in the day, people used to upload a full like 30-second video. Hey, I'm live streaming right now on twitch.tv/Crimson CBAD. Come hang out. And it fucking sucked. Like I would go live and literally record like 30 seconds of my starting soon screen. And like, hey, I'm live. And I would, you know, that was it. And like now I'm even like, listen, I'm live on 2 platforms. I post a stream schedule on Twitter. Like, just show up. Like, you know, like I'm just chilling. Joey's were great. Joey did like a whole little bit every time. It was so good. Joey would like pre-record them too while he was out and about. Like I remember one year, I think he was out on like a Christmas stream for like, he was out on like a Christmas thing with Marlene. And they're like walking through the snow or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm live on Twitch right now. And like he would save, like pocket those like fun ones for just whenever, you know? Selfie video with the OBS in the background. Exactly. It's exactly what it was. Followed on YouTube during that time? No, it was a lot. I mean, that was the way that we told people how to do it. And then YouTube was like, if you start doing this, we're going to ban your channels. People stopped. You know, and then people were like, and then the new thing was like, all right, change your, and I guilty of all of these, by the way, guilty of all of these. I'm not calling anybody out. I'd be a hypocrite if I did. The next thing was when you were live, changing your Twitter name to live at, you know, live at whatever. Which was fine and all for a while. You know, there was nothing really wrong with that. I don't think there was anything wrong with changing the name. But for people like me that paid for Twitter Blue, now X Premium, you know, gargling on some Elon for some free exposure. Now when you change your name, you temporarily lose that status while they re-verify your account, which doesn't take long, but I'm not trying to get flagged on something that I already pay for. Oh, and we don't even need to do Rapidash, so we can just cut straight over to Heracross here. And like, I'm not trying to have the service on pause when I stream literally every day. Like by the time it re-verifies me, I'm going to go live again. So that's another thing that, that was another thing that people did. The next thing people would do would be like, take a selfie. And it is one thing if you were to drive traffic through like a naturally occurring post, right? You know, there are people that will take like a really good photo, post like a really good meme, you know, whatever. And then like an hour later, once the, an hour later, once there was the, the traction on that post, you would then reply to it and be like, hey, like I'm live right now, and like post the link. And that was a thing. Like people still do that. But another thing people would do would be like, take a picture of this. This is not appealing to anybody. It's Weird Deer's ass with my ugly ass face. And I'd be like, hey, I'm live. Link in the replies. Because somewhere along the way, someone heard that posting a link in your tweet decreases the amount of visibility that you get on it. When the head of like Twitter gaming came out and was like, literally, that's wrong. You guys don't get engagement on those tweets because no one gives a fuck. Like, it was such a time. So you just put the link in there. Just do it. You just put the link in the post. Quit uploading like just a thumbnail and saying like link in the replies. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. Links do not look attractive anyways. And saying link in the replies literally does nothing. People, you'll get some diehards that might go through there, but if you're looking for natural organic stuff, it just doesn't work. Sorry to fucking like rant on this shit, by the way. Like I'm sorry for like opening up about something I'm apparently very passionate about, but like Jesus Christ, it was a time. So that's why like if I tweet that I'm live, cool. If I don't tweet that I'm live, I'm really not gonna lose sleep over it, I don't think there's anybody that's getting like, if somebody comes in here right now and is like, oh, I didn't see you tweeted you were live. Turn your fucking notifications on for me then. You don't have to put notifications on across Twitch. You don't have to. You don't. You can click a little button on my profile that says you get notifications from me and only me. Yeah, I guess this is something that I should seek a streamer therapist about, because this was something that I apparently have some hot takes over. I don't even know if they're hot takes. I'm just pissed. Anyways, about that Yu-Gi-Oh card. Ugh. Oh, I need a marker. Hold on. Let me open up my stream deck here. Create stream marker. Stream marker. Need a marker command so I can go back in afterwards. Because I feel like that rant was gold and won't get me canceled. Unlike the nade shot rant. What are my thoughts on mascot Pokemon? I don't think, like, have I had, like, huge rants on mascot Pokemon before? I don't feel like I have. I know everybody used to have them. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's oh, fuck, I do have some thoughts on it, don't I? Fuck you. Come on, what are we doing? It was the time. It was the time. I'm so mad. Bye. I need an ending screen because now I'm just on the going live screen and I'm pissed. Now I'm even more mad. Anyways, what was the chat? What was the bit with BetterHelp? What was the bit with BetterHelp? What was the? There was like the honey bit has been going around forever, and it finally gained some traction this time around. I saw somebody talking about what was the thing with BetterHelp? All because I said 2019. Was that because you said no? You were talking about TCG. No, this was no, Hunter. This was because my wife asked me if I tweeted that I was live or not. That's what opened up this can of worms. You're fine, but don't put yourself in the line of fire. Otherwise, you're next, bud. Yeah, I'll give credit where credit is due. My wife purposely pulled the trigger on that one. Anybody know about that? The BetterHelp stuff. There was something with that. Is anybody knowledgeable on that, or am I like pulling stuff out of my ass right now? I might have to look that up because I feel like there was I saw somebody say there was a. I feel like I saw somebody say there was a thing with that, but I don't know. I don't think it was like the gamer therapy thing where like the dude who ran it had like his medical license lapse and he still like went on stream as like a quote unquote doctor. I did that for free. Twitch was giving that out to Twitch partners who wanted like therapy. And I remember when like DJ Wheat DM'd me like all my stuff and I had to cancel it because the dude that was like doing my, like imagine I'm streaming right now and you're talking to me like it's a therapy session and you can actively see that I'm streaming. I would be in like this therapy session with this dude and you could see like the reflection of like a video game or a video playing on his monitor. And I'm like, okay. And like I DM'd like the head lady that was in charge of it. I was like, hey, appreciate, like, I don't know if you're billing Twitch for the full bit. Like, I would like to cancel my shit. Like, and she was like, oh my God, like, I am so sorry. Like, we will look into this. Would you like me to reassign you or anything? And I'm like, nope, I'm good. Just really left a bad taste in my mouth. Hope you guys figure it out for other people. And I left it at that. I don't remember. That was not BetterHelp. I don't think that was some gamer shit. BetterHelp is like advertised on podcasts and shit now. At least podcasts I listen to. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to. Someone remind me. I'm gonna have to look up the BetterHelp thing because I feel like that was a bit, unless I'm just out of nowhere. But yeah, not a good time. Not a good time. Like, you know, barely pulling like cohesive like conversation out. And like, I just remember looking at his glasses one time, and I was like, oh, you're just like playing WoW or something. Like you're in a dungeon. Like, okay, cool, thanks. Hope you're getting paid well. Like. And that's eventually when I went back to my actual therapist and not free therapy by hashtag Twitch, hashtag ad. It was really cool. I thought it was awesome that like DJ Wheat DM'd me personally and was like, hey, like, saw you showed some interest on this therapy thing. Like, you know, we're partnering with these for some Twitch partners to try to figure out like, you know, just kind of offer it. We hear a lot of concerns from the community, you know, so here's this, you know, let me know if you have any questions. And I was like, oh, sick. Thank you so much. I was jazzed. 1 to 2 on Thursday. So yesterday I went from I need to quit my job meeting straight into therapy session. Ah, there you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. I have a at Link's birthday actually. I have some friends. We're all kind of in the same. I've told you guys I do insurance before. I don't need to like muck around with that one. I've got a lot like other friends that like IRL friends that are in the insurance industry that we were friends beforehand and we all just ended up in insurance. And I didn't know that one of my friends moved jobs. She had been with an office for so long. And I was asking her how it was going because I don't deal with her side of the world when it comes to that. She's like, oh, I left. I was like, oh, like, where are you at now? She's like, good. Like, you should come check it out. And I'm like, really? Like, yeah, I mean, there's a few people there that when they talk about like attractive candidates, you know, they've worked for your company before and they say you should come work here. And I'm like, well, if they want to talk salary, I can talk salary. But yeah, that's where that ended. So I get the, just had a guy quit. Oh, hold on. Hunter said, I know they had a lawsuit because they revealed sensitive consumer information, email address. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, if that was like, I thought it was a little bit more than that. Like, not to say like a big fucking data breach isn't huge, but I work in insurance, commercial insurance, and I see that shit all the time. So like, I'm kind of jaded to it. But I don't know. I thought there was like, I don't know. I mean, that's some serious shit, but like, companies get data breach and stuff. If they were purposely doing it and they got the people out of there that were like purposely doing it, then cool. I think I'd be okay with that. But, you know, hopefully the reputation is much better these days. You do insurance? Smile. Yeah. So, you know, I think it's, what I was going to say was, you know, the money thing. I found out a guy who I was really a fan of. I was his manager for probably 7 months or so until I got my like change in position and a new manager took over for him. Really good dude. I worked to like help get him like a full-time job at the company, and like we were getting him there, and he got an offer at like double the salary. And just like, you guys can't compete. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I was like, no, like I get it. I forgot we're in a massive mass. I can just go right to ARCEUS here. You know, I think there's a spot where like if you're comfortable with what you make and you're happy with your job, like sure. But if you're not where you want to be at financially and there's something else that comes open, like bye Felicia, like, you know, that's what I told my friend. I was like, you know, we have an annual review in March. Hello? Oh, it's a Zubat. Hello, Zubat. Hello, Zubat. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Hooray! It's a Zubat. It's a... Oh, something was about to attack me. Let me tell you. Something was about to get my booty. Anyways, what was I saying? I had, ooh, grabbing my clip. Let me get this for the doc here. So I was talking about that. But like I've got my my annual review in May, and like frankly, if it doesn't go as well as I want it to, like, you know, I'm a single income family. I support 3 people on my salary. Like, I like what I do. I like that I know what I do. I'm, you know, but until, you know, my wife can go to the store and not have to be like, you know, hey, can I get this? Like, I'm not in a spot where I want to be at financially. Like, I got to keep moving up. You know, I don't want to have to consider, like, you know, does my son need this toy right now? Like, I don't want to spoil him, but like, if I want to get him a toy, like, I want to get him a fucking toy, right? You know, boils down to the, like, we have McDonald's money type of a conversation, you know? So I get it. I get it. And yeah, and like, you know, if you're in a spot like that, you know, obviously you and I have had a specific conversation surrounding jobs and pay and whatnot. You know, I'm sorry to hear that job like sucks so much. I thought it sounded, last we talked about in Indy, obviously, you know, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but like, it sounded pretty good, but not anymore, or not enough to put up with it anymore, it sounds like. All right, can of worms closed. I think I'm off my soapbox. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if you want me to look at anything in my company, let me know. We are like very high up on the list, or the top of the list of whatever list they put out of best places to work for LGBTQ people. Which is kind of funny given my office's location, but I digress. Like, company-wide, not just my echo chamber. Happier overall. Also helps make my wife more. That's what it is at the end of the day too. You know, if you guys like dual incomes, like if you take an 8K pay cut, does she get like a 12K raise? You know, is it net positive at the end of the day? Oh, okay. Yep. There's a spawn blocking Zubat here. Okay. We ride. Oh, was that a random Zubat that we got? Not even in a massive mass. That's fun. That's fun. Just get a new apartment, Forehead. You can come rent the spare room. That way I don't have to You know, oh, shucks, I don't have a spot for my mother-in-law to stay. That's tough. My mother-in-law's watching this. I'm kidding. Kira, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Ooh, a Staraptor outbreak. That'd be fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. My brother does life health insurance down in Florida, and he was like talking to me. He's like, you know, I can always take a look at stuff, and I'm like, all right, here's my current plan. Like, well, you know, yeah, that's kind of about what we offer. I'm like, all right, then, thank you, but we're good. Can't live in Michigan and work district. Well, that's what I'm saying is, yeah, I could look for a job for you here. Most of the bits out at my place are remote anyways. Unless you're me, where you're like, you make enough money to drive in. I'm like, do I though? Are we calculating inflation into this? Like, are you sure? Are you sure this water's sanitary? It looks questionable to me. Not working in an office again? Well, isn't somebody living the high life? Back in my day, worked in an office and we liked it. None of this hybrid tomfoolery working from home. You can work from home when you're dead. How was my boomer impression? Did that go over well? Was that well received? I thought it was pretty good. .30 meeting, turn on computer at 8. Went to the bathroom, got water, threw on a hoodie, sat in the meeting with my camera off. There you go. Yeah, I very rarely try to strive to have camera meetings, although in my new role, I'm going to need to, which is a little unfortunate because, like, I really enjoy, like, frankly, like, not shaving and, like, looking, like, cleaned up. Thankfully, my beard's so long that, like, you can't see the neck underneath. But, like, there are some days where I'm like, I do not want to be on camera. Thankfully, being a YouTuber and online personality for so long, I have the ability to kind of turn on the personality that I need to. Because, like, it's going to be with, like, my meetings are going to be with people who are not in my company. They will be with third parties. So I have to be a good representative to the outside world. But, like, good golly, would I not want to? Impression? I thought you were just old already. Thank you. Thank you, Haas. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Jess. 61 months. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. Still thinking of your interviews here in Indy. You were kind of nervous with the second the camera went on. You were full CBAD. Yeah, it's a switch. I was telling Boff that. So Boff and I recorded a set of Then We Fights. One for my channel, one for his channel. And, like, we were talking about that after of, like, it's a skill set to hit the switch and be that personality, you know? That's what it is. That's what it takes. You know, you have to be able to turn it on. And it's a honed skill. It is. It is at the end of the day. That's what, you know, you sign up for when you do this and other stuff. Zach with 35 months. We got some big numbers going up tonight. Thank you so much for the resub. Nothing compared to the 61 that just popped up. 35 ain't nothing to scoff at, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so very much. Listen, every sub counts. Every one does. Whether it's a first month, a 12th month, a 90th month, I got y'all suckered in here. I appreciate you, bud. Hope you're having a good evening. I can't sleep 3:15 on a Saturday, so I'll just run with it this weekend. There you go. I went to bed yesterday at 8 p.m. Slept until about 12. Technically, I went to bed around like 7. Woke up, went to the canceled stream, went to bed in the bedroom because I fell asleep on the couch. Slept until about 12:30. Was up until about 1:30. Then went to bed until about 7. Hung out in bed for a little bit and was chilling. The patient relation personality. Yeah. No, it's hey. There's a you know, it's a light switch I'm very lucky to have. You know, it works well in this gig and it works well in you know, obviously, you know, translates into real life, like Han said, you know. Was able to I was nervous to be on an interview, like on a live stream with thousands of people, and they did the 3, 2, 1 go, and it was there. You know, you hit the start recording button, you hit the go live button, and it's on. I think stream you probably get a little bit more, like, not to say authentically me, because like putting that personality on forever is exhausting. You know. You know, that's why sometimes the then we fights, like when I did one with Boff the other day, we did one Thursday and yesterday, and between that and a full day's worth of work, I was like, fuck, I'm drained. Like, I had to like actually concentrate and do my job, and then I had to put on that face for, you know, 2.5 hours. Oh, it can be tough. Hope things go wonderfully for you and the fam. We are hanging in there, brother. I'm sorry to hear it's a scary place to be. Hopefully it gets a little less scary for you. And if it doesn't, then, well, you know, I'll beat its ass. Just for you. Just for you. But you still get a little dabble of me as like a, you know, creator. I don't feel like I yap this much at home, you know. Even if my wife were to talk to me as frequently as all of you talking to me at once goes, or narrating the stuff on here, I do not yap this much at home. So, like, I feel like you get a good blend of, like, content mode versus, like, the man behind the mask at the end of the day. Which is why I always think it's funny when streamers or YouTubers are like, I am me, like, this is me. There's no personality. Yes, there is. There is a stark difference. You know, maybe it's a little bit more authentic live, you know, but there is a difference. You know, are you going to say everything on camera you say in the comfort of your home? Are you going to, you know, do X, Y, or Z? Or, you know, are you going to passionately talk about politics in the comfort of your home and not on stream? Then yes, there's a difference between the person, you know, and that's okay. That is 1,000% okay. But, like, understand there's a difference, right? That's all it is. Yeah, this boyish charm, he says. You've got this boyish charm that brings us all back. Golly fucking gee. Aren't I special? Aren't I just T fucking me? Oh, this boyish charm. His boyish charm remembered to take his blood pressure meds and his multivitamin tonight before going to bed. It's not a bad thing, Jess. I'd say it's a good thing if, like, I were like a decade younger. I am a man in his early 30s. That was, you know, jokingly said to have a boyish charm. The charm of, like, a younger man. Decade younger or a decade older. Yeah, a decade older, I'd probably be like, oh, thank you, young man, for the kind words. But, like, right now, fresh, hot off the press in my early 30s, I'm like, come on. Like, oh, my God. Like, my brother and I went to the bar when he was in town. I think I told you guys my brother was in town. My brother flew in on Christmas Eve and got to stay for a week. supposed to help age me down. Yeah, not gonna age me down. Not for a few years. Went to this bar. I went to the bar with my brother. And he got carded. I did not. But granted, semi-regular at this bar, so they may have I may have looked somewhat familiar. But my brother, and I was like, oh yeah, get him. My brother was like, oh yeah, it makes me feel young. And like the bartender looked at his ID and was like, you are literally as old as my son. Like, what do you mean feels young? like I said, my brother is 3 months older than Haas. No, you tried. You tried. Valiant effort. I appreciate you. Yeah, like, she's like, what do you mean you don't get carded? Well, I don't get carded down in Florida. Nobody cards down in Florida. What are we doing? What are we talking about here, you know? Like, you live in Tampa. What up, Band Slam? Briefcase Simulator. Listen, do Chimchar for me. I was going for Chimchar for a while in Briefcase Simulator, and it was unfruitful. So if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. I don't get carded in movie theaters. That was... So I was, I was like, went through a grade early, and ended up graduating when I was 17, right? So all my peers were, like, in their appropriate, like, grades for their ranges. So, like, a lot of my friends were turning 18, like, their senior year of high school. I would not have turned 18 until, like, my freshman year of college was halfway over, right? January, baby. So while all my friends are like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket. Like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes. Like, I'm gonna go, like, you know, I'm gonna go buy porn. Like, all this other stuff that, you know, 18-year-old boys do. I was like, I'm gonna go buy a rated M game. Like, and my mom won't have to be there. Like, that was the bit. That was the bit. I was like, I'm gonna go. Like, for I remember for my 17th birthday, I got, I'm a big Jason Statham fan. My mom got me a DVD copy of, oh my God, the really, like, fucking gaudy action movie that he was in, but, like, it was, like, really badass from time to time. Cranked, that was the one. I got, like, a DVD copy of, like, a rated R movie when I turned 17. Like, that was the bit, you know? Pros and cons of being able to full beard. Yeah, no, that's fair. That is very fair. I'm going to go to the new COD Midnight release by myself. Crank was wild, man. But, like, I remember seeing a clip of it on Twitter, and someone was like, these raunchy movies, like, you're just going to put this in here? Like, he's just having sex out in public like that. Like, well, listen, first off, it's a rated R movie. Second off, he literally needs to keep his heart above a certain BPM or the poison will kill him. Like, yeah, what else do you... Like, he literally electrocutes himself. Like, what do you want? What do you want, you know? Or was that Crank 2? That might have been Crank 2 where he had to constantly electrocute himself. Crank 1, I think, he had to keep his heart rate up to, like, keep the poison from settling in his heart or some shit. Yeah, so ridiculous. They made a sequel. And again, like, fire action movie. Like, Jason Statham essentially gets, like, a battery put in his heart or something, and he has to, like, electrocute himself to, like, stay alive. And he has to, like, find the guy that did it so he can take it out or some shit. Like, it's so off the cuff wild, but, like, 17-year-old me, even, like, 30-year-old me, that sounds baller. Like, loved it. It was good. I'd say they don't make movies like that like they used to, but I have not watched a, like, the newest movie I think I've watched is, I did watch Mario when that came out. I watched Dragon Ball Superhero eventually. I watched Dune. I watched Sonic 2 when that came out. I can't think of the newest movie I've seen. So bad it's a good kind of thing. Yeah, more or less, you know? I think once Liz and I watch Dune Part 2, that'll be the most recent movie I have ever watched. That little star in a cage is my soul animal. Stop. Stop. That was such a weird bit to me. I am very excited. Sonic 3 comes out the day after my birthday, digitally. I've already been spoiled. I already have seen stuff, but like I'm still excited to watch it. I looked up spoilers purposely. When you are a toddler dad that cannot go to the movies, you just kind of spoil yourself on it so you don't get it spoiled for you. Like that's what I've resigned to. I think even before Link was born, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to go see this before spoilers come out. Like let me look it up myself. Like Deadpool, no, Link was born for that. No, maybe it was. Maybe it was after he was born I started to do that. Anyways, either way, I looked up the spoilers for Deadpool Wolverine. I looked up the spoilers for Sonic 3. Sonic 3 fucking nuts, by the way. But I'm still gonna watch it. I still want to see that. There's the part of my soul that loves Sonic Adventure 2 Battle needs to experience that movie. Like, and I am eternally a Jim Carrey fan. I do not care what people say about him. I really don't. Like, I know he had that bit, maybe he still is, of like the kind of like third eye opening type of comments that he used to make and all that other stuff. Like, I do not care. I don't think I've ever seen that man in a bad movie. Even the like horror movie that he did, I watched that. I thought it was good. Like, I don't think there's a bad Jim Carrey movie. I gotta be honest. I'm a fan of it all. That's probably, I want to say that's probably my. If I had to go by like quality of movie to favorite actor off the top of my head, I'd probably say he's high up there. Because like there's some pretty bad movies that like some of my favorite actors have been in. But like I cannot for the life of me think of a bad Jim Carrey movie. And I would challenge people to point one out to me as a Jim Carrey fan, what a bad movie is. Because I think you have to be able to like be a critic too. Like, I don't think everybody blindly loves every movie everybody does, right? Like, I can say Jason Statham has, you know, some bad movies, right? Like, I can say, you know, Robert Downey Jr. has had some bad movies. On a fucking hot streak, though, albeit I have not seen Dolittle yet. I do still want to see that. Heard that wasn't great. But, like, I can look at Jim Carrey and say, like, you have had like a great streak. The number 23. Okay, you know what? That's a fair one. That was like the one oddball. That's like the one movie Will Ferrell was in where he was like a character being narrated or something, like the book one, where people like you either liked it or you didn't, you know. And I respect that. Number 23 was odd, but I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, and I don't even like horror movies like that. Maybe I am a blind fan. I don't know. Either way, I cannot think of like I cannot think of a like movie of his that I have walked out of and been like, that was really okay, you know. Stranger Than Fiction, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I knew there was like one. I couldn't think of the Will Ferrell one. You know, that one was okay to me. I was not. What was the like college party one that Will Ferrell was in? I wasn't a fan of that. And I feel like I'm a weird one for saying that, but it was just not my vibe. Not Step Brothers. No, this is an older one. I want to say, was it Old School? Yes, it was Old School. I wasn't a fan of Old School. I was not. Granted, that movie's about as old as Haas, but I was not an Old School fan. Okay, you know what, Brums? I gotta be honest with you. That movie did not age well and is not in a good climate for PC culture. I love that movie. I have seen that movie, no joke, a dozen or more times. I think that movie like is historic for how insane it was, okay? Like, I saw that in theaters. And that will... Like, that's a bit. That's a bit. Exactly. That's the whole thing. Is like... Oh, I'm being targeted. That's the whole bit of it, you know? Like, it's... Like, that's the shock comedy behind it. But, like... Would not last today. But I have seen that movie probably a dozen or more times. And I laughed my ass off every single time. Blades of Glory was really good, and I'm not even a John Heater fan. Blades of Glory was Blades of Glory. Ugh. Blades of Glory. I still do need to watch. I own Oppenheimer on like 4K 8 UHD or whatever, Blu-ray. I have not had a chance to sit down and watch that. I have a new trend now. When you get old, you stop buying video games and you start buying movies, and you never watch them. I own that one on like Ultra UHD 4K. And have not watched it yet. Oh, Peach Monsters. Fantastic. Which is odd because I am a huge both Robert Downey Jr. fan and Cillian Murphy fan. And it makes me very upset that dumbass, ugly-ass Barry Keoghan is going to be in the Peaky Blinders movie. Because I want to watch the Peaky Blinders movie. And I don't want to support dumbass, stupid-ass, ugly-ass Barry Keoghan. But I will say, as dumb and as stupid and as ugly as he is, that should not impact the quality of life that his family has. Because he was receiving some very mean things towards them, which some people are just bad about. But he is dumb and stupid and ugly. But his family, sure, they're fine people. He's what? Tell us how you really feel. How stupid are you gonna be? How abysmally idiotic are you gonna be when you look like the bottom of a shoe to cheat on Sabrina Carpenter? How dumb? How fucking, like... So yes, I don't want to support that type of idiocy. I don't want to support idiots, and I pay for a check mark on Twitter to boost my impressions. That should tell you how much idiocy I already support, and I don't want to support that. There you go. That's how I really feel. Dumbass, stupid-ass, shoe-looking ass. Calls it like I sees it. You know? Look like the bottom of a Sketcher, my boy. But yeah, so anyway, so after that came out, like, that he cheated on Sabrina Carpenter, like, her entire fan base, like, ate him up. And again, you obviously tell my feelings on it. But, like, people were, like, harassing, like, I guess he has a son who, like, when Barry's off, like, working on movies or doing whatever he does, because he is a celebrity, his son will go stay with his grandmother. And I guess people were, like, harassing Barry's mom and Barry's son as a result of this. Like, there's a line. There's a distinct line. There's not even... I don't know why I squinted like there was a gray area I was trying to get at. There's no line. There's no gray area. There's a line. You do not cross that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry to them, you know, and I'm sorry to Barry to some extent. Like, that's it. Like, if people went after... I've had people go after my family. That is not a place you want to be in, because not only are they potentially going through it, but you now go through it because not only are they going through it, but you caused them to go through it. So it's a double-edged sword. So I'm sorry for that. Any other backlash you got, I'm sorry, my boy. That's what you get for being in the stardom and doing stupid shit. Especially when you look like the state of Iowa personified, okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyways. Sorry to any of my Iowan viewers. I have Iowan viewers. I have a mod that lives in Iowa. By the way. think he lives in Iowa. I think it's where he moved to. That sounds about right. Old Dr. Love. Anywho, that's a murder. Yeah, Fridays are fun. Was it a Friday I also did my nade shot rant? I feel like it was also a Friday I did that. Fridays are just bad to have peaceful conversations. I go on the warpath on Fridays. Okay, come on, everybody stop looking at me. Crazy Black Ops 2 happens this year. That's wild. So anyways, about that other stuff. About anything else. What am I doing? Oh, I was trying to save. Oh, that's why it was popping up. Apparently I was trying to save an image. All right. Sorry, we just got the schedule for the VGC Draft League. I had to make sure. I already have it. I'm on the board of the council, if you will. Looks like the bottom of shoe and looks like the state of Iowa personified. Listen, I'm just saying, man. Like, if you guys have never seen him, I'm doing this in an incognito tab. I'm not playing the game of like. Based on your recommended search history for Barry Keegan, we're going to show you other ugly dudes. This is what the dude looks like. This is old boy right here. You're going to look like this and cheat on Sabrina Carpenter. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because you're an idiot. Is there massive oh, I was like, why can't I get the rain to go away? I'll tell you why. Because there is the outbreaks. I don't know if Rapidash would spawn if I stay in, like, through the outbreaks and then let it go. Like, if they all went away and the storm ended. Like, would Rapidash spawn? Wonder if you could soft reset for it that way. Because obviously the weather is keeping it from spawning. Oh, I promise you I can go up. Hello! I know how to play this game, I promise. I promise. Nope, don't know how to play the game. I'm gargling, apparently. Not apparently. I'm legitimately, like... Ugh. Alright, no green deer. No, there's a spawn block there. So Floatzel's not going to pop in. So we're going to ride right across over to Heracross. Hard turn. There we go. Back on track. What about Graveler? I feel like Graveler should be like a pretty easy one. I think Graveler I've got maxed out. It's interesting. I mean, I've got a few of these maxed out that we haven't gotten yet. I did not have Gyarados maxed out and we got that, so that should go to tell you something. Gyarados might be my lucky Pokemon in this game. I got the random shiny alpha and I got like previously years ago, I got the flying shiny Gyarados. Like I feel like that's a pretty good sign. You know? Good old Gary. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Red. Okay. Red as a baboon's ball. I'm glad we went on a Barry Keoghan rant after talking about like Cillian Murphy being a favorite actor. That was how that transaction expired, by the way, chat. Was me talking about being a Cillian Murphy fan and excited for the Peaky Blinders movie, unfortunately. But I am very excited for the Peaky Blinders movie. That is an understatement. That's another show I'd love to rewatch. I was enthralled at my first go of that. I don't even remember why I started. You know what? I probably saw some clips on TikTok about it. And I was like, you know what? This looks legit. I should invest my time into this. That's where I've like, I think I watched Peaky Blinders off that. Breaking Bad, obviously historic, you know, been around since well before TikTok, but I think I started to see some clips on TikTok about it, and that's really what pushed me to watch Breaking Bad. I think the next one that I wanted to watch, I was getting clips of, was Suits. I think it was the name of that show, The Lawyer Show. Next Spider-Verse movie. I still need to watch Into the Spider-Verse. I have not seen that. That's another one of those. I own it on super ultra Blu-ray UHD. Got the pre-order version of it and everything, and just did not have not gotten around to watching it yet. You talk about Barry, I feel about Chris Collinsworthless, who commentates the NBC. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of those tell me how you really feel, so I respect it. You gotta have passion. You gotta have moxie, kid. Oh, good. I was like, are we gonna get another massive mass outbreak in this map? Like, come on now. I started at the wrong camp. I like the description for the camp. Take a rest or do some crafting. You know, I just might do that. I just might do that. Call it a day, right? Kick back with some arts and crafts by the fire. I'd have to go back. Like, I don't even know what clips I had seen from Suits. I don't even know like what clips I've seen from it, but like there were some good ones that I was like, oh, this looks, you know, the highly done like edits and stuff like that. Very, very confused by the decal. Yeah, we changed it after we got Gyarados. I was talking about it and was like, once I had the decal pulled up in Photoshop, I was like, would it make more sense to like make the ones that I have gotten stand out and black out the rest, like as opposed to what we were doing, like showing what else we were hunting for? And Chad kind of unanimously agreed and was like, you know, yeah, it would make more sense. Somebody new came into stream the other day and was like, yeah, do you have all these already? That's crazy. And I was like, no. I think it was Boff, actually. Boff might have said something. I don't know. I think it was Boff and somebody else. So I was like, yeah, let's black all these out instead. Yep, we got 4 of them. They're there. New viewer Boff. My favorite reader. Are there clips of the latest big boys? If you go to !alpha, I'm keeping everything tracked in a spreadsheet. If you want to check that out. I've got all the clips of all the alphas we've gotten so far and all the spare shinies that we've gotten so far while doing it. Figured that was easier than making like get me started on old school PokeTuber rants again. That was better than me making like a command for all of them. Iron long-time listener, first-time caller Boffin. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. That's hysterical. Hey, man, first time calling. Love the show, man. Listen, how you got all those shinies already? That's what Bob sounds like now when he calls in to the stream. Big fan of the show. He's got to have that gravel in it, though. There we go. Big fan of the show. Like he's smoked every day since he was born. Actually, how Bob sounded in Toronto, toxic. My impressions are either spot on or very, very bad. My phone says I take personal offense to this link. Why so? Is it not working? If you believe this has been blocked in error, please contact Bitly by the... Okay, well, I guess I'm going to contact Bitly about this form then. Why am I appealing this decision? Redirection link is not malicious. Redirects with a vanity URL to a public spreadsheet used for tracking Twitch live stream highlights. Links to these clips are documented in the spreadsheet for public access. All right. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's been the first thing. No, hey, I'm glad. I'm glad. I don't know how long that's been flagged, so I'm glad someone finally told me. I keep telling everybody, check out the spreadsheet. It's great. And like people who probably click on it are like, bud, your shit's blocked. Like your shit's busted. So in the meantime, we'll wait for Bitly to get back to me on that. I guess in the meantime, I could just like go to my spreadsheet here. Like and give like post the link to this. I have share. Anybody on this link can be a viewer. Yeah. Okay. So there's the ugly link that I tried to Bitly up and make cleaner and post in my YouTube descriptions and all this other shit. But there's that if you want to check it out. And again, you can see why I used a vanity URL because dear God, that does not look good to me. Like that look, that's why vanity, that's literally why vanity URLs exist. It wasn't blocked at the beginning of stream. That's crazy because I remember you opening it at the beginning of stream. And I was like, wow, I wish Brums would have told me it didn't work. But I wasn't going to say that like now until you told me I opened it earlier. So either way, I you know, it could have just got, you know, because of all the links and stuff like that, it could have gotten auto flagged. So I will, you know, I'll appeal it. It's all I can do. You know, worst case scenario, I just don't use the vanity URL and, you know, or find a new vanity URL service. I've always used Bitly because that's just what I did since I started YouTube. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. What are we at? 137. We'll probably make it to about 140, 141 encounters tonight. Call it a night. Oh my God. I feel like this is the most massive mass encounters that I have seen on this map. Like ever. We're not going to get any rapid ash spawns at this rate. Master of the spreadsheet. Well, I've got one place that I put the data into, and that data auto-reports into another column on my private spreadsheet, and then the public spreadsheet pulls off of that other one. It's great. I love a good Excel spreadsheet. I really need to redo the one that I use for draft leagues, but that's going to be a pain in the ass because that took me a long time to do, and I don't want to redo it. I really need to, though. Is it boost? No, I don't think it has anything to do with the whole. I don't think it has anything to do with the day of the week. I just luck of the draw of re-rolling it. You know, I mean, we've had days where I've only gotten like 2 or 3 in a 2-hour span at this, at this map. But this one just feels like really, feels very prevalent today. Don't know why. Well, I mean, it is prevalent. I don't know why it is. It's just luck of the draw, I guess. All right, do we get a floatzel encounter down here, or is it a... we do? No, we do, and it was not shiny. Okay. That's fine. There we go. Get out of here. Hello? I promise I've played this game before. I promise you with my whole chest I've played this game before, at least once. I was so worried about missing Golbat. Golbat didn't even spawn. Tough life. Tough life is Zack and Cody, man, I tell you. You know, 2 Disney stars that were seemingly non-problematic. Good for them. Good for them. I thought the Scyther looked a shade different, and I was about to freak out. I was watching, you know what I was watching the other day, speaking of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? I was watching the other day, this was probably months ago at this point, but there's a TikTok I saw. Kim Rhodes, who played their mom on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, was on, like, was talking about her experience on there. And there was I think it was like a mutual protection they like had of each other, but there was something where like the show director said something to one of the boys, pretty much was like quit eating fucking like junk food all the time, you're getting fat. And Kim Rhodes like stopped and was like, don't, like, that is a child. Like, you do not ever, like, do you hear me? Like, I just wrote him a new one up and down and left and right, and it was really cool to see, like, and I think there was another one where like I think there was another thing like when they were obviously a little older, but, like, the director might have said something that like slighted Kim Rhodes, and like the Sprouse brothers were like, listen, like, no, you do not, like, we are people, do not treat us like we are less than people, right? Really cool stuff. Always good to see, like, good people looking out for each other, you know? Need more of that in this day and age. Bright as day. All right. Let's sleep till night. Call it good. Get ourselves a little encounter going. There we go. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we figured out this new optimized run by hitting Snorlax first. Shaves a whole 30 seconds off of what we were doing originally. Especially if I can get that, like, that landing right, the level right there. Oh, feels good. The sneaky part is just sneaking up on Alakazam so nothing sees me and I don't get targeted, because then we just burn time with the... We just burn time until something stops looking at us funny so we can fast travel. I would love to get Parasect out of the way. I always feel like I have to, like, slow down over Parasect. Like, right here, like, hitting that jump right there. It's a crucial step, I feel like. I don't think there's a shorter path I could take where I just, like, don't do Parasect. Well, maybe if I, like, reverse the route and then just end it at Cricketune, maybe? Maybe that's the strat when we get to there, but... For now, it is like a seemingly necessary one. Hydrate. All right, hold on. Let me... All right, got my float soul. Let me hit that after this run. Man, pissed that I don't have that water cooler anymore. That is like... I have certainly tossed things I felt I did not need before, and then, like, months later, been like, huh, yeah, okay, like, you know, all right, it is what it is. But I mean, this literally went out to the trash like two weeks ago, like week before Christmas. So like 3 weeks ago now at this point. And I am very upset about it because I didn't even think, like, what if you just kept it in your room with as much water as you drink? The convenience factor is key. And that is what we all strive for, is just a little bit more convenience in our day-to-day mundane lives. Unless you don't, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. If you're fine with working harder and not smarter, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm getting attacked by babies. Hold on. I am not trying to get attacked by babies. No, thank you. All right, Golbat. No. Dive right over the fish. No. I think it's a little quicker if I don't use Weird Ear on Golbat as well. Maybe by, like, just a few seconds. But when you're resetting, everything matters. So what do we get tonight? We got a Stantler and a Zubat. Okay. We are up to 18 random shinies during this. For a total of 22 shinies in 140 encounters, almost. Somewhat, what's the math on that? And we've gotten some of them multiple times. I mean, we've had a double shiny run before. I think at least once or twice during this project. I feel like, was it twice? I'm gonna say it was twice. Yeah, we've gotten at least twice. Some of those odds are stacked. All right, so if I run right from the Drifblim, they won't attack me. There we go. Oh, he might have saw me. Okay, perfect. It only happens when the red eye goes above me, not when he's in the middle of the animation of trying to catch me. All right, hydrate. Here we are. Look at that. Massive mass again. It's crazy. A little shocking. Here we go. 15%. Thank you, man. 15% of the time we get a shiny. That's baller. Any tips on getting shiny Mimikyu in Ultra Sun and Moon? Ooh, that's a good question. I would need to check my my shiny reaction on that one to see how I did it. Because obviously you have to break the disguise. I mean, SOS hunting at the end of the day, I think, is the best bet. I mean, you could always Masuda hunt for it. Masuda hunting for Mimikyu might be a little bit easier, actually, now that I think about it. Unless you're purposely doing, you know, unless you're purposely doing, like, SOS hunting. But I want to say I actually Masuda hunted for Mimikyu and Ultra Sun and Moon. Red light, green light with Alakazam. Yeah, that's exactly what the game is. The red light, green light game right now in Call of Duty is fun. I mean, it's very simple. I haven't gotten past the first round, so there might be more to it. But, like, it is, you literally play red light, green light like you're in Squid Game. You know? And it is exactly that. And here I was playing the game, and I went to go turn my camera to look another way. I did not realize that Calvin is moving in my first game, and I got blown backwards. I was like, oh. That is unfortunate. That was a tough one. All right, Alps, Field, and Walrein, or Celio, no Walrein. The range stores no signs of stopping soon. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Give me all the rain. I guess it's probably better to just run up here on this than when I get over the cliff to then go for it. Golbat's there. Magikarp's there, nice and red. Doing SOS because it's a bit of a pain. Yeah. Yeah, Mimikyu is a little bit... That's where it's going to be the catch-22 is, you know, do I want to go through the pain of dealing with... of Masuda hunting for it, and it's a pain on Citra, or do I want to do, you know, SOS for it? I want to say, I'll double check my Mimikyu highlight here afterwards, because I know I got that one. That's a good shiny to have. But I really want to say that I ended up Masuda hunting for that one. Because other than that, I mean, you would probably want, like, I mean, you'd obviously need to deal with disguise somehow. You know, you could try doing like a Lepa Berry trick and getting one down to like 1 HP and then just constantly knocking it out. You'd probably want a Pokemon with, like, get your first one down. So, like, use, like, either Scrappy False Swipe or use, like, Foresight False Swipe. I think Decidueye gets both of those, if I recall. And then you probably just want a strong Mold Breaker Pokemon to be able to hit it through Disguise and knock out any of the ones that it calls in. Gun to my head. Oh, it's right there. Oh, and it didn't yell at me. Hooray. Well, it did yell at me, but it didn't knock me down. I'll take a look here. Oh, what am I targeted by now? I was just trying to leave. There we go. Let me check. CBAD, YouTube.com. Oh, I can just go to my dashboard and search this, right? Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. Mimikyu. Oh, yeah, no, I'm a Masuda hunted for it 100%. Yep. Literally looking at the thumbnail, I'm a Masuda hunted for that one. So, but if you want to SOS, like I said, I think you'd have to get it down to... I don't know if it gets Curse. You know, that's a big thing with Ghost Pokemon that you want to avoid. But I would say, like, get it down to 1 HP. So use, you know, Foresight and False Swipe to get it down to there. And then you need, like, a strong Mold Breaker Pokemon. I'm trying to remember, like, Haxorus gets Mold Breaker. Pelucha gets Mold Breaker. Excadrill with Mold Breaker with, like, Iron Head. You know, you could do that. To knock out the ones that it calls in. I don't remember what else it calls in, but... You know, those would be my recommendations on it if you truly want to SOS hunt for it at the end of the day. But I'm going to wrap up here for tonight, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We had some good vibes, sometimes a little unhinged, but, you know, it was okay. It was okay. We got some good stuff going for us tonight. As a reminder, I will not be live this weekend. And fun fact, I've already got the streams planned out for the rest of the month. And the schedule will be posted on Sunday. But all next week, we're going to be doing some VGC. Reg G ladder goes back live on cartridge Monday. So we're going to be doing that all week. Very, very looking forward to that. Hopefully going to get some good content for the CBAD channel. That'll be fun to do. Because I think I'm going to put the VGC Draft League on that channel as well. Haven't quite decided yet, but that is going to be it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Be great, do great, kiss your loved ones, eat your vegetables, eat your loved ones, kiss your vegetables, and I will catch you guys all next week. Have a good weekend, guys.